That's my battery pack. All right, looks like I'm gonna get wet feet. Yeah, no. Okay, a little wet on the bottom. A little wet on the bottom. All right. This is gonna be fun, guys. Let's just hope nobody takes my stuff. I'm hiding in the woods. Man, I'd be really upset. Anyway, looks like the trail's empty. Don't look like anybody's gonna be out today anyways. It's supposed to be raining, so we're gonna do a little bit of sharktooth finding. Probably lose my jacket in a minute. I just brought it in case it does rain. So I might have. Yep. Guy behind me on a bike.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Man, it's a long walk to go get some sharksTeeth. All right, let's go. There's a little gem over here. I know where I'm at. I was able to cross the creek. Ah, crap baskets. I'm not going to be able to. No, man. I guess I could look over here at this one spot and make sure nobody's going to take my stuff. I really hope nobody... Ah, dang it. That's terrible. That's okay. We'll look on the other side. I have a spot over here I'm going to go look for sharksTeeth anyways. It's no big deal. It's just at the crossing point where I wanted to look isn't too promising, but I don't want to step too far away from my gear and then somebody take it. So I have that stashed in the woods because I did a live video earlier when I was climbing double line. If anybody's interested in that, I would link that video to this video so you can watch that video because that was a good video. We went through a whole detailed climbing adventure. But right now we're going to look for sharksTeeth, and I don't know how much hype this is going to bring, but I can always look over here. I just want to make sure nobody steals my stuff. I saw a couple people walking down the opposing side of the trail, so I'm not taking no chances. Because I would be really upset. Okay, so this spot, it's kind of likely you'll find sharksTeeth. The ground has been tilled up, but let's look in this area over here. Maybe we can find some sharksTeeth, because all this is all tilled up. I know there's some like good sized rocks over here. I don't see those people over there. Okay, I see them. Okay, well, let's look for these sharksTeeth. Maybe they'll pass my spot. There's sharksTeeth here somewhere. I just haven't found one yet, but I'm sure of it. I haven't checked this spot, so I don't think anyone else has. Boom, right there. sharksTeeth right there. Told you. All right, we got one small one. All right. Now, let's see if we can. What is this? What are you? What are you? It's not a sharksTeeth. But this is a good promising spot. Anywhere you see loose soil over here. We're on a hotbed of fossils over here, especially on the Saw Branch Trail. That's where I go look. I hope I find these sharksTeeth later. I'm just going to stick them in my pocket. I don't have nowhere else to put them. Maybe I'll put them in my fifth pocket. Yeah, I'll put them in my fifth pocket. I think I can get them out of there. There's more than likely, there's probably a big sharksTeeth right here in this area because they just dug this area up. And basically what they've done is they take all the dredging out of this creek and this canal and then stuck the dirt up here. So anything you find can be on those hills over there. Oh good, they turned around. This is great. Okay, because that's my gear's behind them. I did a video earlier. Oh look, one right here. No, never mind. It's a seashell. That's okay. We'll keep looking. There's a little tiny one right there. You can barely see that. There's one there. Let me wipe off the lenses. If I can find the lens. Where is it? There it is. There's one of them. Okay. All right, let's wipe off the lenses. Yeah, there's a small one. I just lost it. Where did it go? I was more worried about the lensing. It was right there. Oh well, it was a tiny one. Not worth keeping, really. Oh, wow. Look at this one. Told you. How did I not see that? That's a pretty good sized shark's tooth there. Okay. Stick that in the old pocket. Okay, let's see if we can find another one. And you can just find these on top. That's the crazy part about it. Like, you don't really have to try too hard. Like, I'm not gonna dig a shovel out and just do this. That's kind of crazy. Some people do. I'm just not going to. You're not allowed to. If you do go to look for shark's teeth, you're not allowed to dig on the hill down here, because when they go to mow it, the tractor might fall over. But that's okay. They loosened up enough soil on top that we can find them. Like, this is a prehistoric stone here. This is definitely the type of material that we're looking for, and this is the type of rocks you'll typically find shark's teeth around. So really, it's just, you might see something with a thing. You can just skim the top. That's all you can do. I don't want to get in no trouble. But all this area right here has all been tilled up. And when I was a kid, my aunt lived in the neighborhood right around the corner from here, and I'd walk over to her house to get water, because I walked everywhere. Yeah, it's just a regular old rock there. Okay, now that there's people turned around, we can go to my honey hole. Looks like the tree is... Oh, I think my gear is safe. So let's continue on. We'll go... This is a spot I do want to check, but I don't think it's going to be too promising to find things, because there's a lot of these modern rocks here, and it's not really worth finding, like having to dig through modern rocks trying to find what you're looking for. There's this pile of debris here. This is a lot of washout. This has probably got a good bit of shark's teeth in it. I don't know if somebody scanned over this, or this is just what... I don't know if anybody's went through this. But as you can see, there's a lot of modern rocks in here. This isn't prehistoric rock. You can find shark's teeth in little clots of... Well, that's a modern rock. Never mind. You won't find anything in that. Huh. But this is a... I can tell this is dug up from the creek. This is a prehistoric. So anywhere in here, we could probably find some. I'm just going to scan the top, though. I'm not going to go digging. We might find a shark's tooth here. I believe probably somebody already went through all this stuff, and that's why it's here. Well, it's a good chance somebody's already sifted through it, but who knows? I went through a pile the other day and found a few, so we'll just go over the top. Hopefully we find something. You see all that rust? A piece of iron in there. Could be slag. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, see, this doesn't look promising at all. I have found an arrowhead off the side of this trail. But yeah, this side, this don't look too promising here. I'm not finding any shark's teeth. Alright, let's go to my other honey hole. I know we can find some more shark's teeth over here. I know a good spot. It's kind of been fished out. Okay. Just really, really worried about my gear. I can't be gone long. So it's about a 2 or 3 minute hike. I got my cardio, so that's good. Last time also I thought a biker crapped himself. When he passed me, I started throwing up. I thought he crapped himself. But it's about a 2 minute hike. So y'all can see the trail. I don't like walking on concrete. I always walk on the grass. All right, everyone. We are almost to my honey hole. I got a little spot over here. We can find some shark's teeth. You see that layer down there? That bottom layer? Not where the high rise, where it flattens out right over here. The very bottom right there. That's the layer, that thin layer that you can find the shark's teeth in. That's the layer. So in Summerville, a long time ago was underwater, and then at one point it was like somewhat land. So you're able to find like 3-toed sloth, the giant ones, the prehistoric ones. You find mastodon teeth. You find megalodon teeth. It's a mixed batch of a lot of different things that you actually find. It's kind of crazy to think about it. Really. Excuse me. Coffee. We are almost to the spot, to my honey hole. We are almost there. We're gonna go grab some shark's teeth and head on home after this. I think if I jog, I'll be there a lot faster. I'll be there a lot faster. Oh yeah, let's try the Q&A. All right, what kind, no, let's see, like this. How many people found shark's teeth? We'll put that one in red. Hit done. Start Q&A. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? How you doing there, buddy? We're gonna be looking for some shark's teeth there with my friend. I'm already at the spot. I already put the chat box up. Let me shrink that down so it's not in the way. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. So, all right, here we go. Let's turn this camera around. Looks like they took the forestry machine and cut some of this grass here. There's some, oh goodness, almost fell. I ain't got no traction on the bottom of these Nauticas. Good God. All right, we can find some big ones here, but it looks like they already came through. Good God, I'm about to fall. Okay, this wasn't too promising the last time I came through here. But yeah, let's look again. There's a lot of people over here looking for shark's teeth here lately, and usually you can find them right on top. So we're just gonna scan the surface and try to find some. Oh, a little dried up fishy. Little dry up fishy. Okay. Not sure what that is. Let's keep looking. There's a good chance. There's that fishy again. A little dried up fishy. I wonder how he got stuck. Aha! Right there. There's a nice little shark's tooth right there, my friend. Oh man, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. There's only 2 right now, but thank you. 7. There's a little shark's tooth there. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Let's go further up the creek, because I'm pretty sure they had a good washout. So let's see if we can find some more. All right. It's a little bit of an adventure, everyone. We're going on an adventure. The adventure. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, let's see if we can find some more. Okay, try not to trip and fall, so that's why I'm looking like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. There's been a lot of erosion here, a lot of clay getting washed out. So who knows, we might find a big one here. Let's look through here. Maybe we'll see one on top. I don't like to particularly dig, but I kind of like to stick my hand in there, pull a handful of sand out and see if I can't pull nothing up. But I've picked a lot of this place dry. I know there's a lot of other people who go out here on the same spot and try to find some, but we're gonna have some luck today. Okay, you see how there's like a pocket of sand and dirt and sediments right there? You can just take a handful out. Take out the bigger ones, obviously. It's kind of like filtering for gold. Nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there. I'm not looking there. Let's look somewhere else. There's not a lot of sediments piled up here. I know where there are though. Let's go over there. Just a little ways down. It's a nice, wow. Why does it look so cool out? That's not a filter, everyone. That's my camera. Pretty sure it's dirty. There we go. Yeah. Must have had a little fog on it. Oh man, doesn't this look like some kind of a movie you would see? Some ASMR, something like that. I was just seeing if we can find some shark's teeth here. I don't think we're gonna get too promising of a spot here. If we do, it'll be small ones, and they're fun and all. And I already found a few, so it's not a total waste. These are always a good spot. The sand came out. You can pick the big ones out the way. And that's a pretty rock. I lost it. Oh, look, prehistoric coral. That's a very good sign. Okay, there's that rock I was talking about. Looks pretty neat. Let's save that. I'll probably never see it again once I stick it in my pocket, but I'm just gonna grab a handful of this top part right here. Let's go over to the creek and see how many we can pull out of our hand. Just kind of pan it out. There should be one in there. There's a good possibility. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Ah, rats. That's okay. We're not at the sweet spot yet anyways. I'm just taking a look-see. Let's see what we can see on top. Let's take a look, maybe here. Huh, this was a fossil to something. I don't know what. There's definitely a bone. It's definitely a fossil, but I don't know what to what. Oh yeah, this would be a good spot right here. There could be something here. Just gonna look a little bit. Ah, it don't look like much. Well, we found a bone. All right, let's go further down. It's beautiful out. I do like walking through here. This is probably one of my favorite places to walk through. It's just peaceful to see. Huh. An oyster shell. I wonder if it's prehistoric. Doubt it. Well, so these little piles you'll see on the trail, that means that somebody's already sifted through there. But a lot of times they leave some behind. So let's see what we can find. I think I've already sifted through this. Well, let's take a look. Well, there's a fossilized clam there inside that piece of... All right, look at that. They did leave some. We got some. Got one little nice little shark's tooth there. All right. I think this is... We'll probably find another one. More than likely. I might jump on that bike path up the hill. We'll check that out since there's not a lot of activity. I don't want to be in anybody's way. Oh man. Can't believe we found one in there. Well, right on. There's probably nothing but small ones in there. Even if somebody looked one. Alright, let's see. Let's keep looking. Little piece of one there. There we go. Can y'all see that? There you go. It's not a really good big shark's tooth though. Let's check out this pile. All right. Oh wow, one right there. Check that out. That's a nice looking one right there. I mean, it's not very big, but that's pretty neat, right? All right, let's go. This is good. Well, thank you whoever put this pile of rocks right here for me to sift through. Man, another one right here. Look at that. Booyah. And no, they're not big, but you know, that doesn't bother me, the size. You know, I just like to get out here and find some. It's therapeutic, it's relaxing. You know, nobody would come out here and bother you or nothing. I just hope my gear is safe. I hope nobody steals my gear. Don't steal my gear. What are you? It kind of looks like a shark's tooth, but I don't think it is. Feels like sandstone or something. This is an interesting rock. This is cool. This is actually a sloth tooth. Prehistoric sloth. One of them giant ones. Thanks for everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. I know this isn't very entertaining. Well, maybe it is. I mean, I did put the right hashtags in the right place. You know, this is educational. We're just trying to find some good shark's teeth, that's all. That's a stick. That's a twig. So let's just push these out and see if we can find any more shark's teeth. All right. I'll keep the sloth tooth. Let's wash off my hand a little bit. All right. Oh, goodness. The only thing about this really hurts my back. Let's see if we can see anything in here. If it is, it'll be a small one for sure. Piece of baleen. Or, no, that's probably a tooth. Probably a sloth tooth, it feels like. Alright, screw this spot. Let's go do another one. Alright, here we go. Ooh, my back is hurting. Somebody's been back here. Big old footprint. See, I don't think that's mine. That might be mine. Nah, definitely not mine. These are slip-resistant shoes. Huh, another pile. How convenient. Somebody else did this. Well, they're leaving some behind at least. You know, I don't know if they're getting any big ones, but they're leaving like some of these bones behind. These are fossils. So I don't know what kind of fossils, but they are fossils. Okay. You can find porpoise teeth. Here's another fossil. They're just bits of it though. It's not, they're not worth anything, but it is a fossil. All right. They might have picked this one clean. I don't see any small ones in here. Most people don't pick up the small shark's teeth though. There it is. Okay. Like I said, nobody picks up the small shark's teeth. Found one. Oh, hey, what's up everyone? George Pablo Figueroa. Yeah, hey, what's up? Yep, there's a little small shark's teeth. Tiny guy. Tiny, tiny. Alright, let's keep looking. It is starting to come down as far as the rain. I'm in a good spot though. I mean, it's not terrible. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm just scouring the tops for shark's teeth, and so far a success. Let's go down further ways, and then we're gonna cut the video here pretty soon. We're already 22 minutes in, and it's really starting to come down. You can see the ripples everywhere, so it's starting to rain on me. It's time to go home. Maybe it's time for second breakfast. Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, yep. It's time to go. I don't want to be in the woods with the wind and then a branch fall down on top of my head, you know, as a tree climber. You know, that's not safe. So earlier today we did a live video about the 2 points of contact in the tree. Hey, that's an interesting fossil. I don't know why they didn't take that. So all this is like prehistoric coral and clams and oysters inside this cluster. That's pretty cool. Most people probably wouldn't even grab that thing, but, and you're right, it is junk. It's just a rock with fossils in it, right? It's not that big a deal. I mean, I guess if you wanted to chisel out and have an oyster shell, the world could be your oyster. Come on, that was funny. Yeah, but with the wind blowing, and I'm in the creek in the middle of the woods, I don't want a dead branch to fall on my head. Not that it would. It's just another good excuse to go home. I'm tired. But yeah, so anyways, back to what I was saying about the video earlier. I did a live video demonstration on how to climb with 2 access points or 2 points of contact to make sure you don't fall, and that's very important. It also gives you you know, the advantage of work positioning. So typically with your 2 points of contact when you're climbing a tree, you have 2 ropes that attach you to the tree to stop you from falling. And I showed everyone a diagram most people pay money for free, because I want content, and eventually I'll get paid. I don't get paid yet from YouTube. I will though. Yeah, it's starting to come down. Time to go up the hill. Oh God. Good old Nautica shoes. Yeah, it's starting to come down pretty good. The path is wet. But it's good exercise. I'm wearing my Spam socks. Y'all like Spam? I like spam. And if I'm not careful, the creek will start rising, and I won't be able to cross without getting wet feet. And I particularly, for one, don't want wet feet. But thanks for tuning in. We found some sharksTeeth. It was a success. I didn't have to dig for it. It makes me happy. I like finding small sharksTeeth. I like finding big sharksTeeth. I like finding sharksTeeth, period. It's just fun to do. It makes me smile. I hope I have a nice smile when I find sharksTeeth. Anyways, I'll try to get over to that. See if we can get to the 30-minute vid. This way it's rounded off. It's no random 25 and 48 seconds. At least if I get it close to 30 or 30 minutes long, it makes it worthwhile. And it makes for a great filler. Ah, man. It's nice out. I hope it's not raining where you're at. I've already found some sharksTeeth. Wasn't a lot. It's fun to do. I hate walking on concrete. I'm gonna walk back on the grass. There's a trail, but I'd rather walk on the grass. Alright. I do enjoy this. I hope everyone's enjoying the view at least. You know, we're just strolling down the thing. You know what I mean? We're just strolling. Alright. It's good exercise. I do have one more spot we can go look at. We can look at this hill over here and see if we can dig out some sharksTeeth. We are allowed to dig on that, but I'll probably just kick the hill and see what we get. I'll kick the side of the hill. We'll do one more little sharksTeeth find since it's not raining terribly. Alright. I got a cross right there where all those ripples in the creek are. And right on the other side of that, there's a hill. We can dig some sharksTeeth out of. Who knows what happened if I stomp the side of that hill and then big old sharksTeeth fall out? I'll be surprised. Or a porpoise tooth. That'd be neat. Or a whale vertebrae. Or, man, anything can come out of it, man. Alright, we are here. Time to cross. Here we go. Alright, no wet feet, no wet feet. Alright, everyone, no wet feet. I'm probably going to get wet feet. Up, what freaking foot. Oh, goodness, I splashed. Ah, man. Ah, crap baskets. Okay. Now. Alright, I made it to the hill. Let's see if we can get a sharksTeeth out of this hill. It didn't take too long. I was talking about 25 minutes. Now it took me 3 minutes to get to the other side. That's pretty fast, actually. So on the side of this hill, and all on this hill, really, if you had a shovel, you would be allowed to dig on it. But they've already taken an excavator to it. And I found a bunch of sharksTeeth right here. Who knows, maybe with erosion there's more. I'm kind of letting... Alright, here we go. See, I see an old river stones out the wall. Okay. Here's a good sign. Here's a good sign. Oh, wow. There's definitely a good sign. Some type of bone. That's neat. We're gonna grab that. All right. Maybe there's more sharksTeeth in here. I'm just looking for anything that might be pointing out of the wall, like the tip of a shark's tooth or something. And then we can always check that out and see if, because this is definitely the right sediment that we're looking for. See here. What's this? Not a shark's tooth, I know that. Oh, was that something alive? That was something alive. I don't know what it was. Must have been a worm. Was that a stone or what is that? Yeah, it was just a stone. Okay. All right. We're just checking to see here. We're just going to excavate a little bit and see what we can find. I'll dig a little bit, but I'm not going to dig much. Now this is definitely a prehistoric type stone. Let's see if we can find us a shark's tooth. All right. Yeah, no, there. All right. Man, they really could be anywhere on this hill, but look like it could be even on the top side. Because the digger they deep, the bottom part would be on top. So it's likely that the shark's teeth layer is probably over here on this top side. It's very likely. I see a lot of the stones that are matching about the same. Because what would be on bottom would be on top if they were digging it out. So quite technically the oldest layer would be on the top part if they dug it out from there to here. So I probably ought to get a shovel. I'll do another video about that. All right, you guys, that's my 30 minutes. It wasn't like a complete success. I'm not going to say it was, but we can scour the ground here on the way back to my gear if you like. Because I have found a few big ones actually just laying right on top in this area. So this area right here I'm standing in, all along this whole path from here to where this starts at was all high ground. Like, it was all that was dug out and put here. So you can find shark's teeth on this top layer surface all over, and you can see the sediments. It's the right stuff. This is all the right stones that you're looking for when typically looking for shark's teeth in Summerville. So those are like key factors that you're looking for. I hope y'all take notice of the rocks that I'm showing, because it is very, very important when looking for shark's teeth. Even the small ones like this. These are very important geography to know the type of stones. I don't know what type of stones it is. I just know those are the type of stones that I'm looking for when I'm typically looking for shark's teeth, because you know you're in a hotbed with prehistoric stones trying to find the right shark's teeth. Anyway, like I said, it's raining out pretty good. I'm gonna have to wrap up this video and get on home, stay dry. So anyway, where y'all from? What y'all doing? What are y'all doing today? This pretty much sums up my day and some Resident Evil. So I do appreciate everyone for watching. Man, I wish it was about to downpour on me, otherwise I'd keep looking for shark's teeth. I really do enjoy that. It's like all right here is such a good spot not to look. Yeah. You see it's all raised up right here, and there's just all the right stones. Sorry. It's all raised up here and it's all the right stones. Yeah. You'll typically find some just sitting right on top right through here. Especially in between the tractor treads when they come in here with the forestry machine. But there, I told you. I wasn't lying. I said it's too good of a spot to say no. It's too good of a spot. You can just find them right on top, man. You don't even have to dig. I was over there digging earlier and I didn't find nothing. I didn't even have to work for this one. I just had to walk up and find it. I'd rather do that. It's less work. Yeah, so we had a good rain and snow. So yeah, that caused a lot of erosion. And so in between these little tractor treads, you're gonna find one. I found a few big ones that got unearthed from the excavators tracks, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, man, already found one. Let's find another one. Come on. This is exciting. I find it so exciting. Oh man, I hope y'all are just as riveted as I am, because I'm so happy when I even find one. I don't care if it's small. Oh, see, I told you. This is great. This is great. All right, we got another shark's tooth, guys. Nice. Let's keep going. Oh, somebody had some peanuts. They were enjoying their walk. This was something. I don't know what, but it was something. All right. Yeah, I think that's it for the shark's teeth right here. All right, let's get moving, guys. I got to get my stuff. I got to go home. Who knows? I might see another spot. So if y'all want to stay watching, I'm going to find another one before I watch it, before I get to my gear. I'll find another one. I know I will. I always do. What are you? Nope. That ain't one. Okay, let's keep going. It's not... We'll see a good spot. We'll see another one. I'll just be walking along and be like, boom, I know this is a good spot. I know this is a good spot. Okay. See, you got modern rocks mixed in with some fossils. You probably got like a 30 to 20% chance of finding one right here. Maybe for a small one, you're probably looking at like 60% chance of finding one there. I try to go for the 100% chance of finding a shark's tooth. Okay, same thing here. There's a fossil. Well, you know, prehistoric rocks anyways, if you want to call them that. And then we got a modern shell. And then we got more fossilized rocks. This is probably a terrible spot. So let's go for another one. I want to look over there, but there's so much high grass. You got to get a forestry machine over here. You want to look down here real fast? The rain keeps holding off and I keep on finding more shark's teeth and it makes me want to stay. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, let's look over there. Come on. Oh crap. No trees above my head here, but it is raining. And I'm on my way back to the gear site. Oh God, I just keep slipping. Oh man, I don't like this. Oh my God, I don't like this at all. This is bad to walk on. It's gonna get stuck to my shoe. I just want to go over there to those ripples in that water, because I know there's probably something in those ripples. Oh God, I'm gonna freaking fall in this freaking nasty pond. Stream water running down the Ashley River, having nasty behind water. Good God. Old CPW water. Okay. What the heck is that? Is that another shark's? No? You figure you'd find a shark's tooth sitting right here. I am sliding, boy. This is... Man, this is bad. Good Lord. This isn't worth it. Good God Almighty. I'm not sure what this stuff is. Like you see all, I guess it's like prehistoric mangroves. These things here, I don't know what they are. They look like dinosaur bones. I always thought they were. It might be prehistoric coral. Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know what that layer is. I have no idea. No way, dude. I got half of one. All right. I got half a tooth. It's not a whole tooth, nothing but the tooth. So help me God. Ah, that's hilarious. All right. I thought I saw it, man. I was just like, good Lord, what is that? I went back for it. And I was like, good God, that is a shark's tooth. Well, shoot. Well, let's look here. Let's look right here. Shit, that wasn't hard at all. All right. All right. That's exciting. Hell, maybe the other half is right here. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's dirty. Yeah, screw that. Okay, we found a half a shark's tooth. I'm happy with that. I'm almost to my gear site, so I'll go get my gear. Hey, what's this? Huh. I wonder what's in here. I wonder what this is. I don't know if I want to open it. Maybe there's money in here. That'd be pretty cool. Oh God, you don't want to know what's in here. What is this shit? What is this? Nope, this is somebody's fucking junkie thing. Yeah, that's somebody's junkie bag. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is probably the storage case. What do you think's in here? What is this shit? AccuCheck. AccuCheck guy. Oh, this is for diabetes, ain't it? Hey, diabetes. Oh, see, I was thinking that might have been something else. That's somebody's diabetes thing. I'll quit playing with shit I find in the fucking creek, yo. That's dangerous. Damn. Yeah, this is not a good idea to try to do this. Walking down here. I'm gonna give up on that. I'm gonna end up sliding down the hill and hurting myself. That was weird. Finding stuff like that makes me feel uncomfortable. I shouldn't have just gone digging in it. That's dangerous. Oh well. Okay, I made it to where my gear side is. I'm gonna go grab my gear. That's pretty much gonna sum up the video, everyone. Thank you for watching, everyone. We found some sharksTeeth today, so that was a success. That was a great success. And thanks for watching, everyone. If you don't mind, check out my video with the climbing I did before this one. It'll upload. If it didn't upload, the quality of the upload gets better. And anyways, tune in next time. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.